Here with Mark Branch, Wyoming head coach. Coach, how you doing today?
Good.
How's recruiting, scouting going down?
It's good. Here? It's fun. Lot of movement. You got to kind of keep on your toes and bounce around a lot because it's I don't even know how many mats are here, but what, 18 or something, 15, 16, 17?
Something crazy like that.
Just running around and trying to catch as much as I can, and you can get caught up in a duel.
Yeah.
Boy, there were some exciting ones yesterday. Oklahoma, Kansas. I'm caught into that, and then I'm missing guys I came here to see. So you got to kind of stay on your toes and make sure that you're paying attention because some good matches going down.
You mentioned you were here yesterday watching Greco. How do you see some of these Greco skills, transitioning more and more to the folk style?
Well, it's good. You see the kids' maturity and the strength. Number one, you see kids that are wrestling both styles, so that shows you a little level of toughness. These kids have 4 hard days of wrestling, so that shows you a level of toughness. But from a style thing, you watch how they hand fight, you watch how they hold position, you watch how they control the mat position, and so there's a lot of things you can get out of it. I'm not a Greco guy. I cringe most of the time when I see some of these big moves. There were so many kids picking kids way up in the air, and as they're up in the air, I'm thinking about my own body breaking in half. So it's fun and exciting, but you can get a lot out of it. Like I said, there's a lot to take from even watching the Greco. There's maybe not a lot of translation, but like I said, you can pick up some key things that I think are show you what that kid's maybe about.
For sure. So tell me a little bit about what Wyoming has going on the rest of the summer.
Beautiful weather finally. Our summer finally hit, so we got camps coming up in July. We're a little bit later, so we're kind of gearing up for our camps in July 9th through the 16th. So we're still excited about that, and we usually have those before this tournament, so it's a little bit different this year. I've enjoyed kind of the patience of getting ready for camp. Usually it's a mad scramble after school's out, so got that going on. We got most of our incoming freshmen are in Laramie right now training. That's awesome to see. They're taking summer school. Getting our hands on them as early as possible, I think, is a big advantage for us. Most schools are doing it, and we really encourage our incoming guys to get there and get used to 7,200 feet, get used to that elevation, and get used to just the college atmosphere. So excited about training them and getting them ready. We're going to have some young guys in our lineup next year, so we need to get them ready.
Remind folks, besides Meredith, who else you have coming back in the lineup, and maybe a youngster or two that we should be keeping an eye on.
Yeah, we got, along with Bryce Meredith, who was a 2-time All-American, we have 2 other NCAA qualifiers, Branson Ashworth at 165 pounds, and then Archie Colgan, who was in the blood round last year at 157. Those 2 guys come back with Bryce. We got, some real young kids that are really impressing us, and we like their work ethic. One of them's from right here in Oklahoma, Montori Bridges.
Yeah.
Gosh, he's been impressive. The way he's adapted to Wyoming and really bitten off everything we've thrown at him. I mean, he goes after it and has a great attitude, great guy in the room, but we got a good crop of young kids. I think Montori, along with several other young kids, are going to figure into our lineup next year, and we need them to step up and act like veterans, and so I think they have that mentality and that ability to do that.
For sure. What are your thoughts on UNI joining the Big 12 and Fresno eventually joining as well?
I'm excited, both of them coming in next year, and it makes our conference stronger, and they bring a quality program, a national championship team. They're one of the few teams out there that have won a Division I championship, so they have that history and tradition, and Doug Schwab and his gang have done a great job. We're real familiar with them because we're only 3 or 4 years removed from competing against them in the old WWC. So
right.
We didn't want them to leave. So there's probably some animosity there, but we're glad to have them back because it makes sense with Iowa State to have a travel partner. But like I said, they bring some strength, and that's what we're looking for. And then to have a program like Fresno who's cutting their own path.
Yeah.
Not a lot of programs have been axed and then fought as hard as they have had to fight to get back. And the support that they have there to make that program live and breathe again is awesome, and we're glad to give them a home and welcome them in. And the Big 12 is just going to get stronger, you know, and I think you're going to see that in all the programs, in recruiting and just the way that we battle. We're going to be back on top, so we're fired up about you know, a true 12-team conference now.
Iron sharpens iron. You guys get to come down here to Tulsa for the Big 12s again next year, do that 2-day tournament. With all those schools in there, that's got to be great preparation for your kids as they get ready for the big show in Ohio, right?
It is. You know, that's a great venue. I actually got an opportunity, thanks to the Tulsa Sports Commission, I got an opportunity last night to go see Chris Stapleton in the BOK Center.
Nice.
That was sweet. It was really an awesome show. So, you know, going in that venue gets you fired up. I was in there last night and I was thinking about the Big 12 tournament. So pretty cool, and we're excited to be here. They do a great job at Tulsa of hosting wrestling and making wrestling a priority. So, you know, I'm thankful for what they do to make that event great for us.
For sure, Coach. Anything else for us?
No, man, we're excited, and Wyoming's a great place to be, and there's a lot of things happening, so keep your eye on us and, you know, see what's coming next.
We'll get Ethan on the show in the fall. Thanks for everything, man. See ya.
Thanks, Dave.